The feeling rolling around in Courtney's stomach as she read the letter for the third time could not decide if it was angry, nostalgic, or really, really sad. Courtney, I know how you feel about handwritten letters, so I hope this one is legible. Anyway, I wanted you to get something other than bills or junk in your mailbox when you first moved in. I wanted to cheer you up from the last time we talked. Thinking about you being as sad as I am makes me feel even sadder. Sorry I didn't try to use a synonym. Sad was all I could think of. I know we both said we would try not to make this harder on each other, so that's all I will say. I hope you have all your pens organized, and that you and Vanessa are having fun. Tell her I said hi. Know you can call, Court. Miss you. Ben. Well, there's that. Not making things harder at all. A vision of Ben's easy smile floated into her mind, and the guilt sank like a rock from her chest to her stomach, when the actual scene set before her was a newly organized desk with train tickets for that weekend sitting prominently on top. She slid the letter and the tickets into a drawer in order to make the solid adult decision to, well, ignore it for the time being. After the literal 14th outfit she put on, Courtney was near tears and giving up ever walking out the door. Vanessa stormed in moments later after pretend knocking. What happened in here? V asked in disbelief at the state of the room. This is the product of the universe knowing it's a terrible idea for me to go to this concert. She took a deep breath, fully understanding that she was being ridiculous. To go to the concert or to go backstage and hook up with Fisher in some rock star's dressing room? Does that even exist? Like, dressing rooms backstage? That seems fictional, but completely beside the point. I'm not hooking up with him. I've informed you of my stance on this. Yeah, you sound all sure of yourself in our kitchen when he's not there. Whatever, she retorted, refusing to admit her friend's point. She went back to the closet for yet another try and picked out a cream-colored lace sundress with a sweetheart neckline. While it was fancier than something she'd typically wear to a concert, it made her feel a little bit like a fairy, so it was deemed a winner. She and Vanessa were in the car 15 minutes later. This dress is too much, isn't it? Oh my God. If you say one more thing about the dress, I am going to freaking lose it. You look fierce. Maybe if you just admit that you're having some sort of mental breakdown about seeing Fisher, all of your craziness would die down just a little. So try that. Courtney exhaled. Okay, I am having an absolutely freaking meltdown about seeing him. She didn't think it was helping. She felt even crazier than before, like she was introducing herself at an AA meeting. Because I don't know what will happen. I like knowing what's going to happen. That's boring. Can't you just embrace it? I love not knowing what's going to happen. Reason 3 on the list of why I broke up with Luke. Too predictable. You think Luke is predictable? No, just our relationship was predictable. I want something exciting, and so should you. You're not attached anymore. Ben is in California, for Christ's sake. Ethan is, well, I hate to admit it, but he's beautiful. So just chill. Hook up, don't hook up, do whatever you gotta do. But for the love of all that is holy, will you just calm down? I'll try, Courtney mumbled, knowing that was a near impossibility. The parking situation only increased her stress. Living and driving in a city she hadn't resided in for 6 years was nerve-wracking. They finally made it to their seats, and the energy from the crowd helped to improve her mood. You're going to freaking see Train, she reminded herself, and she was going to be able to do it backstage if she wanted. They were there early, and her mind couldn't help but wander to Ethan and how he was faring, knowing he was about to perform. His shoe squeaked on the sealed cement floor of Crawford's apartment while he paced. They were set to leave in less than 30 minutes, and his mind was racing. They were opening for Train at the Riverbend Music Center in front of a lot of freaking people. It would be great exposure for them, and he and Brian had been working tirelessly at designing a banner and getting t-shirts and other promos ready to go for weeks. The radio station was taking care of their merch sales as part of the contest win, and the thought of having his music out there for that many new people in one night was making him antsy. In a good way. Okay, man, I like you and all, but if you don't stop creating that sound, I'm going to chuck your shoes out the window. Ethan squeaked them loudly once more, but agreed to sit down afterward. Sorry, just ready. He knew that opening bands had the difficult task of warming up a crowd with songs they didn't really show up to hear. They were going to have to convince them to listen. The short set list had taken what seemed like ages to iron out, and they tried to showcase the range of what they could do. Southbound was on first, followed by The Fray. Not his most favorite band, but he had respect for anyone touring and making money doing what they did.